Hello, welcome to How to Play Indian Solitaire, a game for one player. This game comes to us from the 250 Solitaires app, and you're just going to need 2 decks of cards. You're going to shuffle them together. You're going to be dealing 10 cards of 3. Now, I dealt 4 because I guess I forgot what I was doing. Anyways, Ace will wrap around King. You're going to build in the tableau in descending order. Any card 1 rank below can go on except if that card is of the same suit. So that 4 there, we can do a 3 of any suit except for clubs, and then after that, any 2 that's of any suit except for the suit of the 3. So now we're going to go ahead and place our aces. We're going to move 1 card at a time. Cards from the foundation can come back to the tableau. Vacancies can be filled by any card. This is overall an odds and favors solitaire, and it's one of those games that most of the time you should be able to win this unless you mess up and run out of moves. Now, I'm not sure if adding an extra 10 cards like I did on the setup improved my odds, but when you do set it up, you can set up 1 card face down for each row, and then 2 cards face up. So you should have 30 cards in the initial setup. I went with 40 for some reason. I guess I forgot how to set these cards up. So we're just going to keep moving cards around. Now, strategically, I try to go for low cards until I can get some vacancies. Then I'll start positioning kings in place, because one of the things that will happen is you will see your need to get the entire suit on as few rows as possible. So the more vacancies you have, the better you are to move cards and put them in place and reach cards that you need in order to advance each suit from ace to king. So once we get all kings, we will have won the game. If we run out of moves or run out of available moves, we will have lost it. The game will have locked up. Other than that, odds in favor. You're going to win this most of the time if you know what you're doing. So there, we won it. Yay! So anyways, you might be wondering why this figure for Indian Solitaire, and that's because this is none other than the great Jim Thorpe. Now, Jim Thorpe was, of course, an indigenous American, and he played multiple sports back when sports were a relatively new thing. He was one of the best athletes America ever had, and he even played professional basketball. Now, I could have chose any of these, but I wanted to show Native Americans more to modern context. And yeah, America is somewhat like the Borg. I've said it, where we really value assimilation. Even amongst our indigenous groups, there was a real problem as we went west, and that was negotiations weren't going well. They couldn't get tribes to agree to treaties. Somebody had this ingenious idea of, what if we sent the elite children of the chieftains to a school, a central location? Thus was born the Carlisle Academy. This is where Jim Thorpe went to school and just accelerated as an athlete, had a great reputation. Okay, I just noticed something. So I'm going to ask everybody to close their eyes now. Not yet, but just wait a second. Now, if you have a hard time visualizing something, like, say, can you close your eyes and imagine an apple? If you get anything 3 and higher, go ahead and just keep your eyes open. But those of you who are gifted and get 1 and 2, when you imagine something, go ahead and close your eyes. Now, I want you to think about a world 100 years from now. What's it going to be like? It could be an optimistic future with new inventions, and if you're, depending on your mood, it could also be a dystopian future where everything has gone downhill and the world's in absolute chaos and tech has been lost. Either way that you believe, it's okay. Just imagine that world. Now open your eyes. And I'm going to show you something interesting. Now, so this is Jim Thorpe. 100 years ago, he was playing. But look at this that I found. As a coach, he coached 2 different teams, both with the team name of the Indians. And I'm kind of wondering now what he would think about today's controversies with mascots. But we can't ask him because he died in the 1950s, so it's too late to even ask what his opinion of all this was. I just want you to think about your own life and your own time scale, for instance, and think what the world of 100 years from now is going to look like. And you know where to play card games. You know where to find people to do that. You know the Discord link. You can do that on your own. But that's your homework for the day. Just consider what the world 100 years from now is going to be like. And I'll see everybody next video.